Hi.
There we are.
I'm Ginger.
And I'm Dee. And this is
Chattin
with
CHAP.
CHAP.
I think we're a little short.
We are a little short. We'll sit up tall.
We're having a challenging situation today, but today we're outside to enjoy the lovely day. So you just have to look at our little tiny head.
I think we're just going to get really good posture.
Yes. Nice and tall.
Yeah. Well, this week's topic. What is it, Ginger?
It was, we are going to talk to you about homeschooling with pre-Kers and kindergartners in your house is such an adventure.
That's right.
It is.
So today we are talking about those sweet little pre-K and kindergarten
ones.
angels.
Busy. Maybe not putting things in their mouths anymore.
Yeah.
However, they are busy.
They are busy.
So when I meet a mom who's nervous, excited, what do I do with my pre-K student? What curriculum do I buy? I say, none. No curriculum.
Zero.
It's the cheapest curriculum out there. So, pre-K students especially, well, pre-K, the little ones, they learn by engaging the world. You know, just the little ones we talked about last week, with putting everything in their mouth. Well, now they're like running and exploring and looking at, and what's that, mommy, and what's that sound, and it just, go out and enjoy the sunshine like today, enjoy the park, teach them songs that you know from childhood, or teach them how to do stuff at home, how to help. It's never too early to teach children how to help.
That's right.
And to be a servant. Right. So those types of things are really great.
Yeah. So sure. Learn your ABCs and 1, 2, 3s and colors and things like that, and go explore. But let them play. Play is learning. They're doing a lot of learning when they're playing. As you're reading and they're doing things, they're learning. And so I think it's important that you just find things for them to do, like we talked about, the busy bags, things like that. If they want to do school with you, there's workbooks, fun things they can do.
Yeah.
But
Dollar store.
Yeah, but don't push them to complete a page if they're...
Come on, we need to finish this.
Yeah, if they're not ready. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So if they do want to be a part of your school, like for me, with my pre-K right now, he likes to come in when we do read-alouds. Like it's time for read-alouds, and he just shows up. And then we're sitting there, and I'm reading, and the kids are trying to listen, and he's climbing all over the sofas, from sofa to sofa, jump, 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 and we're all like, oh, look, we stop. But he is listening, and they actually do take things in. When I first started, my youngest guys, my oldest were boys, and they were always moving. But whenever I asked them questions, they always knew what was going on. Yeah. So those preschoolers are actually listening when you sit there and you're reading things to your older kids.
That's right.
So that's just, let them feel a part of it in that way. And another thing that's good for the older kids is it teaches them to be patient and to work with the kids who might be a little bit annoying, but to learn to deal with that. So it's good. It's good for everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we hit it all. I think the most important thing is just letting them do things with their hands, be creative. Play is learning at that age. Curriculum, not necessary, and not necessary to spend a lot of money on that, but just let them be a part of things. Let them explore, let them come and go as you're reading, and trying to make them sit or contain them can often become disastrous.
Battle.
Yeah. So let them learn. Battle. I say at that age, let them learn by play.
Yeah. Sure, for sure. And sometimes I did notice some days you can just tell that you really need to take a few moments with that little one. There's some days when, I don't know, the personality, you can just feel that you need to take a few moments.
They need extra time.
They do. Yeah. They need a little bit of extra love in their tank. So I'll sit and read, Mommy, will you please read me? Okay, I'll read you some stories. So we read a story. And I don't read for 45 minutes, but just sometimes you can just tell that you really need to put a little bit of extra time in your little one. And then they go off and they play, and they're doing great. So, and it's not every day. But some days it is definitely beneficial to listen to that, and you'll be able to tell. You'll be able to tell when it's.
That's right.
If you don't do that, things won't go well.
Might be disastrous.
It could be.
Yeah.
It could be.
Yeah. So there were some good pre-K ideas, but what did you do for kindergarten?
So kindergarten, I actually did have a plan, but I've learned through the years and adding more homeschoolers to my schedule that plan had to be flexible. So early on, I did kind of like, we're going to do this, and we pushed through all of it. So I'm sorry, my oldest children. But now, like with my first grader, but when she was in kindergarten, it was kind of like if she was really frustrated and just breaking down, like, oh, I can't do it, I'm just like, okay, we're putting it away, and go play.
Yeah.
And
right.
so I do, in my basic plan, we work on handwriting, and we work on phonics and reading, and we work on general math, things, all those basic things. And then I throw in fun stuff that's still learning, but it's fun, like dots to dots and mazes for pencil control.
Yeah.
Like, I never knew mazes were for pencil control. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So my family loves mazes, riddles, anything like that. So we do fun thing, maybe not so fun thing,
Yeah.
and then they're learning and they don't even know it.
You're so tricky, Ginger. Shh, don't tell Ginger's kids. They don't know it. Well, and for kindergarten, I did purchase Sing, Spell, Read, and Write. I got it. I think I got it used somewhere, but I didn't use every single piece of it if they weren't ready for it. But we did sing the songs, and they like to sing the songs, and my kids can still sing. Just to learn the sounds. But yeah, I would just encourage you to also know your child, because some children just aren't ready. Kindergarten does not have to mean 5 years old. It doesn't. If they are not mature and they're not ready, I know your fear is they will be behind.
Yeah.
But what actually happens if you wait until they're ready, they will catch up so fast, because they will soak it all in so quickly when they're there and they're ready.
Yeah, for sure.
So please don't compare your kindergartner to your neighbors. Just know your child and know when they're ready, because I'll tell you, if you force them before they're ready, you're going to squelch their love for learning. If you squelch their love for learning when they're 5, it will make it hard when they're 12. And so our goal is for them to love learning. Our goal is for them to want to learn, and I think sometimes we're so fearful that we'll miss something that we start pushing so hard early on, when in reality, if you just take a step back, let them, when they're ready, they'll catch up. You will
It's
you will
amazing.
be amazed. Yes,
it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing how they do.
Yeah,
they
could
catch up.
they could blow through 2 years in one if you waited till they're 8, 9. To start really getting heavy into things.
Yeah.
But if you start trying to do math and English and science and history in an 8-hour day, it'll squelch their love for learning. So let them join in. Have a little bit of a plan, but keep it fun.
Yes.
Keep it light.
Yeah, definitely keep it fun. Don't get caught up in that whole grade level thing.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty of homeschooling too. You don't have to assign a grade.
That's right.
There's some places that might be, like, I don't know, the school censuses or whatever that they do, and when you evaluate, what grade are they? Okay, whatever. But it's not. Don't use a label or, oh, this is what they're doing in public school at this age.
Right.
You don't need to follow that. Don't hang that on yourself. It's not. It's not necessary. So just be flexible and pay attention to your child and your child's interest. If they are ready at 4 and they're reading at 4, that's
go for it.
awesome.
And
You
that
should
does
totally do it.
happen. Yeah.
But if they're not, that's cool too. They can learn at 8 when they're ready. So there's a question.
There is. I think it's a Barb. I think it's Barb.
No, it's
Susie.
Hi, Susie. That's Susie with Barb.
Thanks so much for saying that.
So much for saying that. I feel like my 5-year-old is behind his. Oh, and that's he's not ready.
Well, and you know what?
Yeah.
And
or
if they
she.
love art, they're probably going to be artistic, and that's okay too. God created them with that. That's their bent.
And you know what? I had a daughter who really loved to color, and she had a hard time with. We were learning multiplication at the time, and so she couldn't remember 7 times 8 equals 56. Which, if you write it the other way, it's 5, 6, 7, 8. So I drew big bubble letters. 56 equals 7 times 8, and she colored it. Yeah. And then it stuck. So if you have a little one who likes art, maybe that's the angle to go through.
Do hands-on typewriter things.
Yeah.
Get yourself a 9x13 pan. Fill it with like rice or something. Have her use her fingers to do the letter, or fill it with shaving cream and draw the letters in the shaving cream. Let there be movement and creativity. Let her roll out the letters with Play-Doh. Anything like that will
yarn and glue.
Yes, that will engage her interest.
Yarn and glue.
If he or she, I can't remember if it was he or she, and I can't see. It's terrible. I really can't see. But if he or she's not ready for that pencil to paper thing, that takes time. That takes to get that down and to get that control. But they're still learning.
Yes.
Don't think they're not learning. They are. They're like sponges. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
there's
great.
something
You're
else.
welcome. She said
Oh,
great idea.
okay.
So
I'm going to depend on Ginger's eyes. I ain't giving up on mine.
So yeah, if there's anyone out there,
Yeah, we'd love to hear from you.
Yeah.
We'd love if
Yeah,
you have
sure.
ideas, share them here
Yeah.
because you guys could learn so much from each other.
each other for sure.
And if you have questions, please ask them because we're here to help and to encourage. We don't want you to burn out or them to burn out in kindergarten.
Exactly.
So, yeah,
Exactly.
That's not a good idea.
Yeah, exactly. So hopefully you've got some insights there. My daughter loved using baking sprinkles to write her letters. Oh, that
that's
is
awesome.
cool.
Yeah.
And edible. Edible
Yeah.
is always fun.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
So hopefully you've gained some insight. And again, if you have other ideas, thank you, Stephanie, for sharing.
Yeah.
And moms, post some ideas out there. You could be really giving someone else a helpful hand.
Yeah. And I don't know if I said it, don't spend a lot on a curriculum at this age.
Yeah.
The internet. You
It's
can
amazing,
find
the
Go
internet.
to Pinterest. You could find every idea possible in teaching letters and really creative ones. Don't
Yeah.
reinvent the wheel. Somebody
Yeah.
already did.
Yeah, and if you are at that point where you want to do writing and stuff, there are like the tracing
Yeah,
sheet
that's right.
generators out there for free.
Yes.
I use them,
Yeah.
so yeah, you can totally go do that, and it's
It's a great idea.
cheap as fun.
Yeah. So next week we're going to talk about first and second
second
grade
grade.
because they're starting school, but they're still under
the
radar.
radar, see
So,
some flexibility
Yeah.
there, which is really cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that'll be next week.
So yeah, so
Maybe we'll be inside. I don't know. Or maybe
yeah,
we'll be out.
we'll see what happens.
We'll see what
you never
happens.
know what we're gonna do.
That's right. Well, thanks for joining us. This has been Chattin' with Chap. See ya.
Enjoy the sunshine.